Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing another cook and clean with me. Actually, this one is more of a bake and clean with me because I'm going to be sharing with you guys the recipe I found on Pinterest for the 6-ingredient flourless pumpkin bread. It's really good. It definitely has a little bit of a healthy taste, but it's still very good, especially if you are trying to eat healthier, and if you add a little bit of butter on it and warm it up, it's really, really good. So I hope you guys like it. So I have this little setup to take like a cute picture for the thumbnail, but I am using baking soda, some 100% whole grain old-fashioned oats, some 100% pure maple syrup, some cinnamon, 2 eggs, and 1 can of pumpkin. You're also going to need a blender. I'm using our NutriBullet because that's just what we have, but you do have to blend all of the ingredients together, so you can use whatever kind of blender that you have. So I'm gonna kind of squat down because once I stand up, I'm going to be showing you the ingredients. But since my NutriBullet cup is only this big, I split the recipe in half and I put half of it in here, blend it up, pour it in the pan, and then I blend the other half together because it all doesn't fit in here at the same time, if that makes sense. So I will be telling you the full measurements, but then once I blend it, I'm only doing it half and half, if that makes sense. I need 2 cups of the old-fashioned oats. You don't have to use the 100% whole grain, but that's just what I like to use because it's a bit healthier. But like I said, I'm just doing half and half, so I'm only gonna put 1 cup into the blender. Next, you're gonna need 2 eggs, but I'm only gonna put 1 in here at first. Then you're gonna need half a cup of maple syrup. And then you're gonna need 1 teaspoon of cinnamon. And you're also going to need 1 teaspoon of baking soda. The last thing I'm going to do is open the can of pumpkin, and I'm going to put half of it into this container. Alright, so our NutriBullet, like, kind of, it doesn't always get everything in there, but it's mostly blended, and that's what matters, so I'm just gonna put this into the pan. So this is just a little bread, what would you call this, like a bread tin? I don't really know. But I got this at the Dollar Tree. It isn't the best quality, but I put it through the dishwasher, and it always comes out clean, and it works just fine. So I got this for $1 at the Dollar Tree, and then I'm using some Pam coconut oil spray, and I'm just gonna lightly grease the inside of the pan. And then I'm just going to take this first half of the mixed up stuff and just pour it into the pan. So now that that's done, I'm going to just take the other half of the ingredients, the same measurements, and mix it all together, and then put the other half in the bread pan. So I'm letting the oven preheat because I forgot to do it before I started, but I'm preheating it to 400 degrees. And then I'd have to say this is the best batter I've made yet. I don't know if you would call it batter, but it looks really good. It looks really creamy, and this is kind of what it'll look like. So you're going to bake it at 400 for about 30-ish minutes. You might have to cook it a little bit longer, just depending on if it's done or not in the middle. But while I wait for the oven to preheat and for this to bake, I'm going to start cleaning up. So this is what the kitchen looks like. I've got dishes. I've got stuff sitting out everywhere. My counters are not clean because I have not cleaned them all day. I was kind of saving it for this video. Over here, it's a hot mess. This is what it looks like right now. And here's my little helper. He's always by my side. So let's get started.
Gotta see things. See new faces and brand new things. Gotta go places and do things. Maybe to forget.
Alright, so I'm taking a second just to pull this bread out of the oven because it's done. I checked it, the middle is done. And so, if you don't know, to see if something is done, you just kind of take a knife, or they actually make little tools specifically for that, but you can just stick it in the middle. If it comes out clean, then that means it's done. So I actually ended up cooking it about 40-ish minutes on 350, so if you want to cook it on less time, just up the temperature, but this is what it looks like. It looks so delicious. This is the best one I've made so far, so I'm glad that I made it this time for you guys. So yeah, I'm gonna let that cool and then finish cleaning.
If you want some, never just let me know.
Alright, so my kitchen is all nice and clean. Alright guys, so my kitchen is all nice and clean now. I hope you enjoyed this bake and clean with me. If you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more videos like this. I post videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And I will of course link the pumpkin bread recipe down below. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!